It's raining. Oh, it's actually stopping a bit, Choco. Oh, it's all wet. Yeah, it was totally pouring rain, but no rain, no rainbows. And I wanted to check in with everybody and say thank you to all our new subscribers and see who has even tried the horse dance. And believe it or not, we did so good yesterday. So much horse dance yesterday that I just walking over here, I was gonna do horse dance again today. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go again and show them this is the move of the month. But I I realized as I was walking here to meet you, well, as we were walking here to meet you, because he was extremely excited, and I think that added to it did add to my walk exercise because he was actually pulling me. So it's having a weight, that I had to control. So I was doing dog training. I wasn't just gently, easily walking. And I guess using that strength, I realized that my hips had already been worked a lot. Like yesterday, we did so much. So I'm going to take it a little bit easy, although it's kind of my nature to push it. So let's just try doing a little bit of the horse pose. And it is raining. I did walk out in the rain. I said, okay, ooh, flying creatures. This is part of the challenge for me too, rain or shine, to get the workout in, to get the experience with my co-creators, my YouTube producers, and my new crew who I've made a commitment to getting our soul fitness as a priority, no matter like what we're literally feeling, being aware of our feelings and what it pertains to in our body and in our mind, but yet not letting our feelings take over and stopping us from doing things. Because the journey is that is the journey. The journey is working through these emotions, pulling in up through the mula bandha, pulling up that root chakra, kundalini energy. Yeah, that was very powerful. That's like for real. So I am gonna try my little horse dance. Oh, after hearing that, you might have imagined we snuck off to the ranch. Oh my goodness. Ow. I had a really great experience today. I joined someone's live and it was such a big surprise. They were so super cool. They are actually, yeah, they were really cool. They went, they checked out they checked out my channel. They checked out my video where I go into a headstand that I'm dancing on the beach, and then they were so impressed, and that was so cool. It's like he wanted. It's actually something new that I've been wanting to get to actually teaching you. Not just doing the dance. I told him about the dance as medicine and the yoga dance as medicine. He was really like, wow, I've never actually heard of that. And he's on a journey. I don't know how long, I don't know the whole story, but he did become a vegan, I believe. So he's really super cool, healthy dude, brother that like I said, great vibes, super positive. and no problema, shouting me out and checking and actually attempting to do the headstand. I was like, don't do that. If you haven't been practicing with me or anyone, if you haven't been building your strength of your neck, of your shoulders. Oh, wait right here. The water is overflowing. See, when I'm supposed to be working and I get doing lives, I forget everything. That's what they say. Get back to work. Hold on. Oh my gosh, hi. So here we are on a full moon, rainy, ambrosial hour. As I like to remind us, the ambrosial hours are at the beginning of the day. Whew. And the end of the day when it's time to direct and reharness our energies. Choco, I'm gonna have to tell you. Let's see if you're gonna. I can't have this. Are you gonna come here? Let's see if we can tie you up again. Come on. It did stop raining, so hold on. So it did stop raining. So maybe we can do a bit of something. I can bring you closer. How's that? Right, Choco? And then they can see the rainy mountain and a little bit of ASMR with rain and animals. We're getting grounded in nature. This is our goal, right? We have a 1,000-day journey, and we've been on it with dance medicine. So sharing and teaching, and let's take a look and see if anybody. Okay, cool. So yesterday we did horse dance. Oh, sorry guys. Oops. We did horse dance. Today we're gonna take it easy. But just to review it, all right, we're doing horse dance for several reasons. For strength, for balance, for endurance. And if you're a co-creator, as I am, then you're going to have the endurance. Pulling in and up through the Mula Bandha. So today was kind of cute because he was asking me, how do I do the headstand? And everything really starts from the core and the roots, right? So I was saying you need to pull in and up through the groin. I didn't want to go more in depth, but I meant the root, which is in between, right there, as if you had to go to the bathroom and you were pulling that in and up. So that's really where our core begins. So any move we're going to do is going to start from there, so that our goal is realignment of the spine and leading to release and relaxation of the mind. So moving into motivation. So these movements will eventually help to, first and foremost, create happy hormones. So dopamine, serotonin. Secondly, releasing stress creating hormones like cortisone. and so helping us to lead to a either whether you're getting ready to go to sleep or wake up a more peaceful state, either way, calmer, more relaxed, better, happier you. So yeah, I'm that's what I'm doing here. So the horse stance was the move that we incorporated. Several other moves that we have been doing would be tree pose, plank, royal dancer, simple squat, right? So that also goes along with the horse stance. Today, I'm not going to stay too long on it because I did do a very long live yesterday. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone who joined me and actually subscribed and made funny comments. And we had a lot of fun. So, yeah, the journey is continuing. It's continuing with the 1,000 day soul fitness through activated moves, ACT, activate the can theory. And when you think you can't, you can turn me on. You can come to the page and you can say, well, if I can do it, you can do it, because it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of commitment, it takes a lot of focus. Somebody might be working. What is that? Oh, there is a spider right on my bag. What do spiders represent? That's hey, little spider, but don't go inside. Don't go inside my bag, please. Yeah, shh, go on your way. Thank you. Yeah, everything has a meaning and a message, right? And the thing is, sometimes we can take these messages too superstitiously and maybe not move forward with our goals, as opposed to an opportunity to take on that challenge, move through it, and reap the rewards and the benefits of being brave and bold. Okay, now I don't know why it's because it's been rained on. I would imagine you look very fuzzy to me, the camera. I don't know if I look very fuzzy to you. What can I do? It was rained on and it's dusty here at the ranch. So, but there, no rain, no rainbows, right? So I'm hoping that a rainbow appears for us in this sunset. So since we decided we're not going to push the hips too much, but we still have to work out and have the body memory that this is a focused commitment, this is a real change, I would say let's open up the hips with wherever you are with tree pose. So if you're at the ankle, that's great. If you're at the knee area, that's great. If you're up at the hip area, that's great as well, wherever you are. And just recognizing that different days, we're in different places. And that's okay. That's the excitement of the beauty of the journey, of having the opportunity to recreate the process of being and becoming is continuous. So now I have the wonderful challenge. I say wonderful challenge because I'm so grateful to be able to bend my knee again. Oh, and I'm not going to go into the hip. On this one, I'm just going to stay right there. And even the fact that my boots are muddy, so I'm just going to gently place it there. Country living, right? Off the grid and holistic has all its wonderful pros and cons. And if you're a pristine, clean queen, this definitely may not be the move. Gotta get close to the ground, get grounded. Dirt is your friend. Rain, no rain, no rainbows. And just as quickly as I popped in, I may pop out because the work may just arrive. Work might call. It might be like, what are you doing? But the good thing is that Choco decided to relax for us so we could have this little chit chat. Obviously, I'm not going to do chit chatting because it's a challenge, right? Thinking about what you're going to say, and if you're going to get questioned or told things about your mannerisms. But that's part of the challenge. When I signed up for my YouTube co creator program, those were amongst the possibilities, and I agreed. I agreed to take on the challenge and work with YouTube and work with you, my international guests. We have a crew from all around the world that we're collaborating with. Yeah, so they said that it's quality, so we can fill up a Boeing jet with our crew. We can fill up a whole theater with our crew. They're from Germany, they're from Scotland, they're from Poland, they're from Indonesia, they're from the Philippines, Mexico, uh, Brooklyn, Texas. Oh, yesterday Texas was like their own country. It was like so relative, right? It's all relative. So it's all good. At least here it's all good. Sending blessings out, really sending blessings out. There's some craziness going on, and let's rise. Let's rise. We have an opportunity to rise. Our word can be heard all around the world. We can connect. We can unite. We can make it right. We know there's some basic rights that divinity is our birthright. This is ours. Nature is the air, the water, the ocean, the energy, the solar powered energy, that energy that takes to run a machine, whatever it is that is electric that you can actually use solar power or water power for. You can do the same thing for your body. So let's take back that energizing and let's reclaim our right to health by choosing what we put in our bodies, right? How we use our bodies. This is a unique vessel, it's a machine that everything else is designed after. So the computer, the big computer, you got the little computer, and the AI, which we gave it all the thoughts and the prompts and the ideas and the yeses and the nos. We did that. We all did that with every since the beginning, since jump, since the texting in, since the texting to back and forth to each other, since the giving away all the photos, since giving away all our ideas, since the selfie, what's it called, the insanity selfie occupation station. Uh, since we did all that, it's like it's all right there. We did it. So actually come up with a really great like reflection analogy of how AI, like it's helping to elevate us, because if we can see that that is our higher selves, just like the people who talk about being what they call their channeled, they're channeling, really what they're channeling is just their highest self. But it's a challenge to speak as yourself in society, as you can see. And if you don't have the social proof or the scientific proof or the quantum physics proof on paper, or by having some doctor or scientist say it, you find it very uh, challenging to say this is what I know. So we need to channel it from some outer hot sauce. Too much Tabasco, right? So I find that all the time, and I'm sure that many of my source players, and you know who you are, the ones that really are the quantum thinkers, the ones that are able to lift themselves up out of, let's say, poverty consciousness, let's say, lift themselves up with tools and sacred information out of states of being such as down, sadness, anger, aggression. You might recognize, oh, shoots, I'm really upset. What should I do now? As opposed to just, I'm really upset. You know what I'm saying, right? Like you just kind of step back, you pull in, you breathe. You know that you want more. You know that your vibration attracts like. So you choose to expel that negative energy by what? Something like, say, we learned the other day, which is punching it out. And this is a exercise, a full on. You can take it even into the martial arts stand. And you just punch it out. Insecurity, lack of focus, lack of determination, vulgarness, vanity, insanity, hypocrisy, meanness, just plain old simple. You were mean. You know, you were had no kindness, no compassion. You took no time. You didn't listen. You punch that out, okay? If you want to know how can we make a difference, how can we change? Why is everybody so crazy? Well, have you done this? Have you tried it? Have you watched your language? What kind of negativities there are there? Do's, don'ts, won'ts, can'ts. Never mind the FU's. So maybe we can start with ourselves because really no one's listening. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Even your loved ones, your really loved ones, because they already think they know you, they love you already. It's done. They're not really listening, okay? So everything that we are saying, I am saying, is for myself. And I'll be lucky if there's just a few other people, which actually there are. That's the great thing about it. There are actually a few other people that genuinely and sincerely enjoy. I make them laugh. I make them, want to move. I remind them about the breathing. I remind them that we can transform our lifestyle from a hip hop or whatever you are. What would he call the other one? We called her the rockin' rebel. Like, what does she? Oh, she just pottery now. She's got these tattoos and farm girl, Swan Lake Ceramics, right? So she made a transition too, and there's lots and lots of women that are, they call it that they are glowing up and that they're getting the soft life on and all that. But then you kind of hear the conversations and you're like, "Whoa, bubble." You're like, "Whoa, whoa, where's the softness? What happened? What do you mean? You mean just because she has a different skin tone? Or just because she has a different hair texture, or just because supposedly she was born somewhere, or supposedly someone sent her some paper that said that the DNA was this, that, or the other, and supposedly, and yet when then we kind of lose the point of the gratitude, the grace, the softness, the like attracts like, because we're so busy defending who we are, and then we find out it was all a show. It was like they said, like it was like the Avatar, the Matrix, and you're like, oh, you know, my bad. Yo, my bad. I didn't know you were blue, baby. I didn't know we were all blue blooded. I don't know. I just find it all very exciting. There's possibilities, that's for sure. Like me getting new wardrobe that actually, I can say I got a sponsor. I've been doing all this dancing and bouncing around and talking positivity, and it actually paid off for me. There is all kinds of dirt and dust from the rain. So I don't know if you folks are seeing that, but I am. And I don't know. I guess I don't think I need to be this close up in your face because before I was way too far away. So where's the right spot? Is this like the right spot? And I'm sweating. Whew. See, it stopped raining. I thought, oh, it's all raining. Camera's gonna get wet. I'm gonna get, all the fears, all the fears of the rain. All right, so squats, right? Really good for the emotions. The horse stance, same thing, opening up the hips. What we're doing is allowing and releasing emotions. It is sunset, ambrosial, not quite sunset, but it's the ambrosial hour, right? It's winding down time. It's when you can start to prepare. Or if you're in one of the other countries where it's actually daytime, morning time, you same thing. They have the ambrosial hour of the morning, and you can harness that light and that energy and that solar channeling, right? And that is what we need to channel is the life force energy. If we did that more, each of us literally, then we would need to listen less to people to try to give us the answers, because we're actually harnessing our own life force energy, and it will direct us through our steps, not our words, through our actions, not our words, not the way our eyes look, not that we might put on a sweet look, or that we might say sweet words, or that we might be able to recite. I can tell you about studies in Harvard. I can tell you about studies in Albert Einstein College, studies at Fordham University, studies at, I can tell you about these people who I have, investigated here and there to get that social proof, so on and so forth, or maybe even taking courses. But that's not for you. You didn't do that. You can care less, really. And the longer that my list gets, the less that you can actually care, right? Like, when you hear them talking and they're like, and they, blah, 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 and blah, 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 and da, 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 and yes, and the award, and the certification, and the, PhD, and the NYPD, and the LSD, and the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, wait, I didn't know that this auction really was starting at 20,000. I just, excuse me. I thought you were joking. You're like, and not only that, I starting at 20,000 for virtual products. Excuse me, I have to go. You see what I'm saying? It's like I haven't become that computer literate yet. I lose things. I actually pay for. I did. I did it. I did it. I get so excited. I was just like, I'm in. I'm part of the. I love my yogic, you know, mentality of leaving the world behind and becoming enlightened, and I I decided I wanted to join the world again. Okay, so hip hop had gone holistic, still wanting to listen to hip hop, still wanting to dance, still wanting to check out, go out, create some cool, get it back on, right? So we're convinced, we're told one way or the other, we're told to give it up, to calm down, to let it go, to you know act in a certain way, and all the while we're just like thinking inside, plotting and planning, and scheming and scamming, and saying that's not going to happen. I'm not gonna give it up, and I'm not gonna, you know, I tried it just a tiny bit, settling down, and then I was like, wait a minute, oh, excuse me, uh, life is happening, all right, and I want to live it, and they say great things come to those who wait. Seek and ye shall find. So here we go. Okay, reharnessing the energy, the strength, the flexibility in our body. This is the key. We are the portal, just like superheroes. They transform and they change and they look strange, but all their powers are amazing. And then they get together, and no one judges anyone about how they look, you know? They all think they're freaking awesome. They know they're amazing. They know that they've got superpowers, and they're changing and transforming the world. They had to like break out of the mundane body that they were in and get like, Wolverine. Wow. Oh my gosh, sunny, sunshine. So we'll do gentle stretches today. I guess one of the reasons I speak so much to you, because I just hope that somebody who might need to hear this gets it. You know, one, two, three, you, me. I hear myself. I get inspired. I had a great connection with someone today who did a live. I'll put a post up about it. I just subscribed to, it was love, family love. You know, he's vegan. Lately, I've been adding some vegans to my list. Some cool vegans with some delicious food. Everybody got to do what they got to do when they got to do it. But it's good to know and have options, right? You say, oh, wait, she said this and that, and you just can kind of save it. And that's why I say do the subscribe, because every day something new is happening. I'm connecting internationally. We got podcasts coming up. We've got book co-authoring coming up. We've got new international music. Replanning retreats. One woman that I'm working with, she's already going. She's going to Poland. She's going to Africa in November. So that's what I say, because there's so many people and channels. You may not find me again. I barely even find the people that I'm already subscribed to. Okay, I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know what the algorithm is doing. I don't know what they're doing with our comments. Just write it, read it, do it again, say it again, send it again. I just don't know what's going on. So that's why I decided to go a little bit more into just doing what I do and saying what I say, and allowing this game to continue, and for YouTube to appreciate the work that we do together. And yes, trying to get better at everything, at my producing, at my directing myself, at my filming, my cinematography, at my glowing up, getting my hair and makeup done, at my getting a new wardrobe, getting some sponsorship, collaborating. That's my goal. Like, what else is there? I can't battle you guys. I'm not going to sit here and rank. And I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to learn how. I'm here to how do we get our hair to grow this long? How do we get it to be soft and full again? I'm listening to ladies who've got beautiful tips that are treating themselves lovely, and they reminded me. I was like, wait a minute, just because they don't care, so and so around you, and they're probably just as happy that you don't do anything, because if you don't, then they definitely don't have to. If you do a little bit, just a little bit, and they're like, whoa. I was like, wait, oh, all I did was, then, and then you inspire each other to be literally. It's a question, is to be or not to be, right? That's always been the question. I get it now, right? Does anybody know about Shakespeare and that question? Are you in the process of being and becoming? I am in the process of being on and becoming on a daily basis. But the thing is that that's only for me. Like, I can't be. I'm doing this. This is a secret. This is our secret, mine, yours, and YouTube's, because I have a plan for my future. I want to be successful. I want to utilize the AI and the photography. And Choco's calling for us, so I'm going to do that. And my ability to speak, and my desire, and my energy to move, and all the training that I did, that I've invested in. I did my yoga teacher training, and I gave up and I quit a lot of addictions. Wow, it's really turning out to be quite beautiful day. So if they say that, oh, they always say, oh, your story, tell your story, this and that, but it's not really, there's just like little parts. People only need little parts. They don't need the whole story. So if I can share with people that you can, let's say, quit the addiction, whatever it is that you want to quit, I promise you that you can. It's been proven that it takes about 40 days You know, I don't know if anybody's in the military, but the military says things over and over and over and over and over, repetition, right? So I say things over and over because I know people are not listening. I know that in their own mind, they're going through what it is they want to say next, or where it is they want to go, or what they want to listen to, really. So I'm repeating over and over that it's our choice, that health is wealth, that it's not what we say or what we do, but it's how we vibrate. So our priority, self-love, is our priority. I have to do it. And going live, you know, actually inspires me to do it. Like if I can get lazy like everybody else, you know. Oh, I can get lazy. I can get whatever. Even scared sometimes. What? Scared of what? Right? I'm not I should be I'm just doing something like today. He said, "If anything happens to me, just let him know." I wanted to do something good for humanity. I wanted to do something positive. Simple as that. I wanted to remind people to drink water. I wanted to remind people that moving into motivation is really what's happening. Motivation doesn't happen first. We must take the first step. You know, look in the mirror and face ourselves and face that doubt and be like, yo, I'm doing this. You know, when we have those doubts, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what the other person is doing. We might have said this, and that with that one. Oh my God, there's a beautiful red bird. A red cardinal is talking to us. What is it saying? Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, hi. What are you saying? Yeah, taking your time, pulling it in up through your mula bandha, and balance is the key. Okay, balance and harmony, flow. It is said that if you master the royal dancer, that you can know the cosmos. So that is definitely one of my goals. So we try to do it all at once, right? So we step, we pull in and up, we pull up the leg and we extend. Wow. Oh, you can even hear little things popping in your back and your spine. That's oxygen and air being released. We have our power stone right here. Power stone right here on our hip because it is moon rain. We were getting moon rain. So we have cosmic charging going on. This is a very powerful time. So if you have any crystals If you have any gemstones you want to get activated, it's a good time tonight to start to get everything ready. So you have the several nights before and after the full moon to really utilize that manifestation energy, utilize that healing, rebalancing, and recharging. There's a lot of wasps here. Thank you so much. Anyone who's joined me on a regular, anyone who's passing through, what I'm promoting is holistic lifestyle through movement, through getting out into nature, through getting balanced, through using dance as medicine, activating the spine, activating the hips. These are portals to the divine, and not in the usual common way. We're going to actually take that energy and we're going to not leave it down there where usually the same thing happens when you do that. It would be more sexual, but you want to take that energy, which is also creative, right? You get very creative, but actually pull it up and keep pulling it up and really manifest creation. So whether you're a painter or you're a singer or you're a dancer, you know, it's one of the things you can utilize that energy to manifest attraction and good things in your life as opposed to dispersing it very quickly through an act of pleasure, of gratification, of rapid, and I say rapid, no matter how long that gratification it is, it's rapid in comparison to the gratification that you can create through your art, through your transferring of that energy as a healing module in your holistic journey. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord Almighty. There are beehives. There are wasp hives. There are tons of them right above me. And, at another point, I would have been petrified, not even been able to stand here for the fear of what if. But yeah, things have changed. Things are possible. I'm sweating, so that's good. I'm glad that I came. Wow, top class vlogs. It's so hard. Oh, Janelle, Roman said hi. Thank you so much. Hola, Janelle. I love that name. Janelle, I had a friend named Janelle. Are you my friend? Beautiful girl, beautiful mulata, exotica, exoticul. Swati is from India, and we always miss each other. They do that on purpose. I'm telling you, Swati. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? We can't. They want us to continue on. They want us to do the show. The show must go on. So as I said, the comments and all that, it's all kind of tricky. So we got India in the house. Namaskar, Satnam. I'm wishing you blessings for you and your country and Pakistan, of course. God bless. You know, this is what I'm saying about humanity and evolution. How can we be still doing atrocities to our fellow sisters, our fellow brothers, our fellow beings? Why? Ours is not but to do or die. And so I say, worry ye not, just become the change. Let's win this game. Yo, humanity rules. It's so unique to be in this rare vessel that is so powerful that it can heal itself. It can rejuvenate. It can do the most. Oh gosh, I really want to choke up. It can do the most unthought about feats. When we're put in certain situations, we can become more than we ever expected ourselves to be. Okay, people, like, wait, am I being seen? Swati. We got lucky. The sun came out. Yeah, it takes being brave to come out here. Oh, yeah. The sun. We're having fun in the sun. Hmm. Coco, can you help me, please? Sunshine. Sun gazing, getting cosmically charged, cellular rejuvenation. This is what's happening. That's what happens. We get our vitamin D. We get our vitamin D. Activating our lymph nodes. simple moves like this, activating your lymph nodes under your arms here, around your solar plex, right in your hip flexors. Yeah, activating your lymph nodes, activating the happy hormones. Janelle, hola, ¿cómo está? Bienvenido, bienvenido. Okay, so we did the royal dancer. You know what we're going to do is a form of plank. People can see because the sun is. Let me see. Maybe if I put you down here. So you guys are always so cool with me on this journey of learning and discovering. Mm-hmm. I can't see a thing. Oh, baby. All right. Plank. It's sort of a plank, right? Oh. Yeah, so balance. Pulling in and up through the belly, the lower abdomen, the diaphragm. Looking straight ahead, like 4 feet in front of you. Having your glutes tight. And you have pretty much a plank throughout your body. Your foot is actually flexed. I don't know if you can see that. Very grounding, very beneficial. Balance, strength, focus, commitment. Balance, strength, focus, commitment. Those are things that we have to work on. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, balance, strength, focus, commitment. Plank, position, standing. These are things we can do to release stress, to release anxiety. Because, see, if we're focused on ourselves and we have to do these things, we don't really have time for all the other stuff, right? Just, shoots, man. I gotta clean that phone. It's because it rained earlier. I don't know if any of you were here while it was raining, so it got rainy and dusty. Maybe if I can clean you off a little bit. I tried to clean you. I think it's a little better. Choco, we're sweating. Whew. It's been humid, that's why. And it was raining. Oh. Choco, with our boots on. But that's good because we weren't going to come out, and we did. We weren't going to go live. We were like, well, we'll just wait. We'll just do it tomorrow. But today, today is the day. And that's where my commitment is to continue and to push through those days when maybe I get a little bit nervous or I'm not sure, I'm not 100% clear, and then still pushing live and going for it. That's my commitment. And yeah, I work on squats a lot, right? We got to do our squats. We're going to have a squat challenge. And we're building up our thighs, our legs, our glutes, our lower back. So we're always going to be doing our squats, and it's actually a resting position. So if you can start to practice getting down into a squat, there's that little spider again. This is it. It was always known as a resting position, but now because people have very, let's say, sedentary lives and such, if they're not athletes and active in working out, then this could be a challenge. Hey, we had a little distraction, a little company, right, Choco? But your dog friend wasn't there. His love. Choco, look, your friends are here. Did you see Frankie Blue lately? Have you said hello to Frankie Blue? Hi, Frankie. Oh, wow. My God, I love you. Oh, my gosh. Wow, that was a beautiful kiss. I really appreciate that, Choco. That was so beautiful. You're so kind. He's my new love. He came into my life. He adopted me. I never thought I'd have a dog this big. I mean, in general, right? Whew, we are sweaty, sweaty. That is a good thing because sweat releases toxins. So you do need to sweat every day would be a good thing. Now the reason to start doing your working out, to start doing your calisthenics, your isometrics, your physical, your dance medicine, your yoga dance, like I say, is because you have to sweat those toxins out. And especially if you're eating all kinds of different foods, right? If you haven't yet switched over to a more holistic diet. Oh, there goes the jack. I don't know what they're called. They're like wasps. So yeah, we have an interesting thing today happening. We always do. We always do see different things in nature. We always do. Taking your stance, right? Wherever you are, you want to scan your body really to see, oh, how do I feel? How are my legs today? After today, oh, sometimes you even hit yourself or you're moving so quickly, and then later you're like, oh, what's that? What did I do? So you sort of want to scan that you're good. And I'm trying to, excuse me, I'm gonna wipe my sweat. Right, Choco? Woo! Okay, come on. How did we get this? How did we get this hot? Yeah, so once we have done our scanning of our body and we know that we are okay, we want to do some basic release of tension that we may have accumulated. And one of the things I like to do is shimmy and shake it out. So shaking it out, okay, it actually activates the lymph nodes. Yeah, and it's not something that I just made up. You can actually go to the gyms and you can actually find this vibrating plaque right now. So I'm just vibrating myself, see, shaking, shaking, awakening the lymph nodes. See, I know it sounds silly, but all dances, the root of dance, ethnic, tribal dances, have some kind of a vibrating aspect, right, to the dance. And so this is something that you can simply do, as well as the shimmy, 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 right? The shimmy cultures have the shimmy, and there's physical reasons for health and wellness. Dance medicine, this is not just silliness. So if you find yourself having a great desire to dance, having a great desire to shake, to vibrate, it's actually because your body is intuitively, instinctually helping you to alleviate, to activate the lymph nodes, to produce drainage, to help you to be healthier. So dance truly is medicine. It's quite unique, and it's a sacred talent. It's a sacred art. It's a doorway, a portal, and because it is so powerful, it's been dismissed. It's been pushed to the side. It's been given names so that you don't actually go there. you know uh we weren't taught to actually raise that energy, that it is a powerful creative force, the desire to dance and to move, shimmy, shaking, vibrating the body. uh there's a reason that when we dance, we throw our hands up, right? Throw your hands up, throw your hands up. Why? Throw your hands up. They could be just saying, throw your hands out. You could say, throw your hands out, but no, it's say, throw your hands up. And they don't even have to say that. They say to throw your hands up because we already did it. We have been throwing our hands up. And so that's what people because they see you just dancing. You're like, yo, you love a song, you know? You start to bounce. See, this is why I want some sponsors with dancewear and stuff, so I can get stuff that actually fits and stays put. Soon, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and so exactly. Throw your hands up, bounce around, jump around, right? That's what it's about. That's why we're doing. We're not just. It's not just a cuckoo thing. It's actually because we know intuitively, instinctually what's healing for us, which is movement, dance, exercise, sports, music, creating, right? So let's see if we get anybody else gonna say anything. Oh, they probably just didn't understand it. This message, I realize that sometimes now that it's not, when I get messages that are held for review, it's not always that someone's saying something inappropriate. We have a lot of international guests, so they may not understand it. So please be patient with our moderators, and YouTube and I are on a clean slate. We're on the clean machine. We're ready for the co-creators. We're ready for the holistic product commercials and things like that. The enduring game. That's what we're doing. So that's what I'm here practicing. Practicing my lives, practicing getting ready to teach the actual classes. As happened today, someone wanted me to. I got on their live and they checked out my channel. They were so cool, and they were like, they loved when they said, "Oh my God, she's gonna do a headstand," and they were so impressed with it. And they actually tried to do it, and then they wanted me to guide them through it on the live. But my main advice was stop and strengthen your neck. Like practice makes perfect. Do not just jump into something. Prepare for it. Preparedness meets opportunity because we can all do it. This physical moves in yoga, like anyone can do it. Honestly, any age, any race, no matter how big or small you are, you can start with the breathing. You can start with neck movements. You can start with arm rotations. Like the beginning is the beginning, and the beginning is always the hardest part. People don't want to start. Change is scary. So I'm here to inspire, motivate, and just be here for you through your change. Like you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can try some of it. You can try this tip, this move, that move. You can do your own moves. You could just say, "Oh, I just need somebody to do it with." Believe it or not, I do that sometimes. I know this one chick, and she's doing her, and I'm like, I just really like her voice, and she has some calming music, and so I might do most of the moves, but then I'll do my own. So you guys can do that too. You can just keep me like company. You're like bad company till the day I die. You want your wacky cousin, you want your titi, your tia, the one. You're like, oh my gosh, who does she think she is? But you know what? She's got some good ideas. And I think, who do I think I am? I want to be like that too, like just kind of manifest, right? Manifest the best, we can do some hair contests. How about we do that? I want to do things like that, and then like have prizes. I have prizes. I've always been into sales and creating and making and redesigning, and I have the most beautiful hats that are handmade. And then I take treasures that I found from near and far, from the Pacific, from around, from vintage and new, and I put them on them, and then I make sure that they look good in the ambrosial hour. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I love photography and fashion and unique beauty. So maybe I could do like photo shoots and stuff and get these amazing, unique women do like time period kind, right? This is my idea. And sooner or later, it's all going to happen. It's just that I need to claim my YouTube space. I need to claim it with social proof. I need to be able to say to people, look, we've signed the contract. The deal is done. I'm in. I got the numbers. The peeps from around the world are here. I've got the hearts, the hearts. They're super chatting and liking, and I got the sponsorship. But until then, I'm just going to keep it a secret. And so I think maybe some people are finding out. I'm not sure. I don't know what connects to what. I don't have other. I guess I do have other social media, but I never used it. Other people set it up for me, but I don't know what gets attached to what. Who really knows what? I put some crazy stuff one time, like not that crazy. It's just I don't know if you heard the guy that tells everyone to f off, to wake up, wake. It's his kid. I know he was going around for a while. He's like, "It's a beautiful fucking day, and get your lazy." He was just like tell you, crazy. Like, so even though I'm holistic and I've trained in yoga philosophy, I don't mind people have flavor. I don't mind they got their own style. I don't mind they got their own way of speaking. I love it. I love uniqueness. I love it. And I know the hip hop world is going through the ringer right now, and that most of them are going down. And I guess that's in a way why some of us players, us source players, us rollers, we were lucky to step away. We were lucky to want something different. We actually, we knew something was up, something was wrong. We might have had that opportunity. We might have been seen. We might have been heard. We might have been called. We might have been like, yo, what I want to be there. But then look, we lucky. We We're lucky. So everything is as it should be. And again, referring to another co-creator, we are right where we're supposed to be, as we should be. You know, we're so blessed. You know, we we blessed. So for all those times and all those times you cried because you didn't get invited to the party because you weren't there, you weren't cool enough, you didn't think you were fly enough, you weren't hot enough, you weren't the right, that you didn't get the gig, you didn't get the audition, you didn't get the call. Now you're saying, yo, thank you. Oh, oh, please, thank you. Now you can create and produce on your own. You ain't got nobody to call you to the couch. See? What I'm saying? I didn't think that was still. I didn't. I call me. I don't know. Just like I didn't. I was just like, call me, call me something because I thought that we were. I thought that it was different. I really thought that we had more going on for ourselves. I really thought that we were elevating. You know. But anyway, it's all good because we still have a chance. That's part of the learning process, the learning experience. That's not taking us. That's not taking us down. That's not taking our hip hop flavor down. That's not taking the music that's up and coming from our artists. That's not taking them down. That's just giving them new language, new inspiration, new thoughts to rap about, right? Seeing is believing, right? I need to believe it first to see it. That's kind of the way it is, right? I believe it first, then I see it. Some people need to see it first to believe it. It's all relative, but one thing for sure, it's not in the mouth, it's not in the eyes, it's in the action. And that would take a while. So just one day, just one moment, just one night, just a month, 2 or 3, that you don't know me, okay? Because you gotta watch all the steps, through the good, through the bad, like as through the rain, through the storm, through the happy days, the sunshine, the mundane. You see what I'm saying? In order to stay sane, because the illusion, the illusion is real, and you know that it's real. We've got it every which way. We are creators. We can recreate ourselves, put it on, take it off, add it. It's all good. We have the right. It's our show, it's our theater. We can do the dress rehearsal, we can continue on. But the other ones who are watching, we must recognize and realize so that we don't become part of part of the show without our consent, without us knowing our lines, our part, right? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, playing with the light, playing with my cinematography, playing with my strength and flexibility, not taking anyone's I wouldn't say not taking anyone's advice because I'm very aware of what sounds good to me. As they say, I know it's a little cliche, right? What resonates with you, right? But really, it's like what could I consider? Okay, what could I consider that may work if I hear it and it makes me think and say, oh wow, or maybe, then that is good. That's great. So that's my goal, to give you something to consider, to say it's a possibility. And as we explore, really embracing our own intuition and our knowing, our self knowing, our self worth, our self love, as we watch it manifest into something better. Inversion. Oh my God. Super, super importante. Head below the heart. As we make this new, start, head below the heart changes the change the blood flow, change the direction of thought. Shaking. Very gentle shake, yes. Shake, no. Shake, yes. Shake, no. And one vertebrae at a time. Coming up one vertebrae at a time. Super importante también. It's one of the moves that I used to do all the time, and I sort of let it out. I forgot about it, about the one vertebrae at a time. So we're going to introduce that again. One vertebrae at a time is our new spinal best friend. One vertebrae at a time. Okay, remember that, because that's going to reactivate, realign the divine within you, and it's going to help you to become aware of where you have blockages, where you might need to breathe into your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, right? The three different spaces, utilizing the breath of fire. So the one vertebrae at a time, specifically being from dancing. So we're going to collaborate that with our yoga moves, right? Which is also about awareness, aligning, and the activation of the spine. So the mula bandha being at the root, and the mula bandha and the wow, my brain just went a little blank. Muladhara, the base of the spine and the neck, the the mula bandha down there, and the I, we'll look it up again. My mind right now. Yeah, I need to just focus on doing it. Never mind speaking. So tucking the pelvis under, and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Whew, that feels so good. Hey, is somebody joining us? Let's see. Oh, good morning. What's going on? Oh, retracted. Night, night, night. What did you say? Were you being naughty or nice? Yeah, pulling in and up through your mula bandha, one vertebrae at a time, activating the divinity in the spine, releasing tensions, negativities, lower chakra energies. And yeah, if you're waking up, same thing. Sacred energy from the ambrosial hour of the daylight morning sun, right? Activating your pineal gland, giving you some vitamin D. Christian, okay, hi. Aloha. I'm so glad you're joining me. I hope you're doing your physical fitness, whatever that might be for you, your breathing, your stretching, your horse stance, your plank. You know, the thing is I also highly recommend it, not just for like looking good, right? Not just for, uh, that aspect of it, and mainly for your well-being overall, your fitness, your mind, your balance. But also, God forbid you were ever in a life-threatening situation, because things happen, right? Lots of things happening. So you might go hiking, you might go for a drive, you might be with somebody else out of your element. And what if you got into a situation, all you needed was 3 minutes of strength to save your life or someone else's? Like 3 minutes of hand strength. If you haven't been doing your planks, let's just say, your arms, any kind of shoulder strength, you wouldn't be able to hold yourself up, right? You wouldn't be able to hold on to someone else. So I always think about that and I say to myself, I don't want to be, I want to be that person that has enough strength in my body, in my hands, in my mind, right? To survive. So that's one of the reasons I also really encourage people, because it gives you a sense of freedom, a sense of authority over your own life, knowing that you, if you had to, you could run for miles if you had to, you know what I'm saying? Or you could stay in plank for, over 3 minutes, and so that's why I practice it with my favorite song. As I do it, I let that music play, and I get into the music, and I don't think about the pain or the muscles. I just breathe through it, because, uh, like I said, I just want to know that I'm doing the best in my own, with my own possibilities, to not only survive but to thrive. Like, we want to thrive. We want to live this life alive. We want to do these live streams alive with energy, vibrancy, creativity, you know? And so the point is, yeah, I'm doing a TV show. Yeah, it is a business. It is what I love to communicate about. So if I love to do that anyway, why not collaborate internationally? Why not collaborate with some great producers, directors, cinematographers, platform like YouTube? Why not become one of the authorities, right? At some point. So with years of practice, and I say years, right? I'm on a 1,000-day journey. Something's got to happen. And it's already happening. It's already happening. I went from not knowing nothing, not doing nothing, not being here, to going live as you see me now, and actually collaborating internationally with musicians, with writers, with podcast people, that are asking for and planning interviews and giveaways and retreats and such. So it is super amazing. It is. So you know how they say, "Oh, YouTube changed my life with only 500 subscribers." Yeah, it did. So if you're a co-creator and if you're thinking about it, go for it. Because one way or another, you're gonna grow, you're gonna learn, you're gonna be grateful, you're gonna push past your fears. You're gonna communicate and you're gonna meet new people. I actually met this super cool woman that I went to, and she's so beautiful, has so much energy. She is doing sling yoga, and yoga, not yogurt. I'm sure she's eating a lot of yogurt. Sling yoga is super fun, and I went and I visited her, and I did a 1 day full on intensive retreat. And the way that I ate that day, I learned about adding salt to ginger before you eat for your digestion, about water, making sure we drink our water, putting crystals in our water. So there are really great people that are here doing these live streams for for our benefit. I experienced it personally. Okay. I have a lot of other videos. I do give people props. I do give shout outs. I let you know, you see who I'm collaborating with. New Jersey's in the house. We got New Jersey in the house. We got Brooklyn. Yo, Brooklyn rules. You got Brooklyn. Got the Bronx. Yo, what's going on over the bridges? We got Staten Island. Yo, who's out there in Queens? So, and of course, I'd love to give my shout out to my international countries. So, yo, Africa, bombastic. So we got Philippines, we got England, UK, we got Germany, we got Poland, we got Mexico, oh, Kazakhstan. I don't know. I hope people don't get upset. I don't choose where these people come, countries, what they come from. But one thing I know that there are source players and winners and co-creators and quantum thinkers, and they have been planted all around the world. All right, everyone has been placed where they need to be to vibrate higher, to raise that electricity. You may just not even realize it that you're there just to bring light. You're there so that things don't get darker. You're there so that a smile and a spark, you might just change someone's life in a heartbeat, literally. So just know that wherever you are, that's exactly where you're meant to be, as long as you keep the positivity. Do not let anyone bring you down. Do not let anyone tell you that you do not matter, because you do. One single being can change history. The significance of one being, you know what that means to you. You know who that one being is. So you're that one being to someone else. You are that one beam of light, that one vessel that can make things right. You are that one beam of light. Did you know that? Did you know that you are that divine being of light? Somebody is looking for you if they haven't found you already. And they're probably trying to keep you. That's probably the one reason they're not inspiring you, encouraging you to go out there, to go and do it, to make those changes, because they literally don't want to lose you. They really spent their whole life looking for you and they want to keep you. Yeah, so sometimes when the people that we love don't listen, or they don't seem like they're um encouraging us on our goals, our dreams, our desires, it's probably because they just want to make sure that you stick around. And they know that once you do get out there, communications will happen, contacts will happen, new possibilities will happen. And like I said, they want you to stay right with them. So, that little bit of fear is sincere, and we must just keep pushing through and um, giving giving that space to exist with the understanding that the change, and that it's necessary for you to be and become, and that there must be trust. That's it. It's very powerful. It's very powerful to come to that conclusion, because we get pulled in, and their energy is very, very strong, and our energy attached to them is very strong. So loved ones, right? Family, friends, they're like, stay with me, stay with me. You, I know you can even see it if a friend comes to town. If you're let's say one friend and the other friend, and then there's the one friend that comes. One friend says, "Here, oh, they're coming to visit me. They're gonna come and stay with me. Oh, they're gonna come and stay with me. I'm gonna, oh, we're gonna go out to lunch and this and that." And we try to, and it's like everybody, they want you, you know that's wonderful. That's so super cool. So be grateful for the people in your life that do love you, even when they don't listen, and even if they don't seem like they're encouraging you or that they actually really care. Let's just say that they really, the ones that love you, but they may not be your biggest fan, let's just say on your YouTube journey, on your creative journey, on your self love and self expressive journey, especially if it means glowing up, leveling up, becoming your best self. Maybe even you might attract a little bit more attention, right? So that makes them a little bit nervous. So you can actually maybe see it differently. Like, don't blame them as much, but be a little bit more kind and say, I really appreciate you. And I am just living my journey, being and becoming. And I have faith that things will be as they are meant to be, just as they are meant to be. That's a challenge, right? But we can do that. We deserve that. And there we go. Squat right into horse stance. I couldn't let this live go by without getting into horse stance. As we say, this is the power move of the month. I'm really excited to see that we are really growing. So like and subscribe, right? Why not? Be surprised with me. Start your start your fitness journey. Start your moving into motivation. Start your act. Activate the Ken theory, right? That's the hardest part, starting. Start with me. Come back, check me out, laugh with me, laugh at me. Fast forward the videos to the parts that you like. Check out my ASMRs where there's no speaking and there's some beans for you on the stove, simmering, sizzling, reminding you that health is wealth and that beans are good for you. Check out my pot of soup that's steaming hot. Yeah, so I've got some animal sanctuary. A wild boar adopted me. You can check out Chonky. So there's plenty that you can just put on, chill out, and know that it's all positivity, silliness, but slipped in between are some sacred secrets, some divinity, soul, fitness through sun gazing, right? This week we learned about opening up the psoas, which is a portal, a doorway to the soul, sitting right in our hips, sitting right here. This muscle that comes right up here, so powerful. We have heard that we hold emotions, but we didn't know it was that powerful. So we're gonna help to release those built up, pent up emotions that don't serve us. Moving through the pain. We're supposed to actually eventually do it till our legs shake. That's not happening yet. We're not going to push ourselves. But it's a powerful martial arts move for a reason. How are we doing on time? Oh, aloha, Joseph. Oh, Joseph, ¿cómo está? How are you? Sí, aquí estoy en Paradiso y vos. Estoy en el medio del mar. We're in the middle of the ocean. We're in a vortex area, volcanic vortex. Maybe you can guess. Vortex, volcano vortex. Power, alignment, divinity, connection with the land, connection with the breath, connection with the breath. Are you here with me still? I apologize if I couldn't get to you and speak to you right away. Sometimes I cannot see that there are actually people here. We do have a beautiful sun leaving a glare. So yeah, I'm looking to build my international tribe. I really am looking for source player, quantum thinkers, elevated thought leaders, that we can conversate together, that we can motivate, inspire, activate into physical movement, moving into motivation. I do a lot of also just lifestyle things that have to do with nature, would have to do with the transformation and the implementation of holistic tips into our lifestyle, which once was considered a hip hop hottie lifestyle. But as the years as life progresses, we try to modify, and you know what I'm saying, and we just try to keep it right with a little bit of class, sass, style, right? So respecting and honoring this process of elevating, of growing, of maturing, but yet really embracing what it means to be a woman and activating that beauty from within, reclaiming, reharnessing, and redirecting the rejuvenation as people start to come to the realization and have been told and scientifically proven that many of the symptoms that we associate, quote unquote, with this, this word, this OLD word, actually comes from malnutrition, lack of vitamins, and our liver, our gut having been poisoned, self-poisoned, self-deteriorated by using chemicals, fast foods, oils and things. So that would naturally produce unpleasant effects in our bodies. And just today, I don't know who it was, but a very cool woman, she put up about the hair and the graying, and she said that it was about, in terms of Chinese medicine, right? Which I already do know this. I know of something called Foti. I know of now that chlorophyll, right? The wheatgrass, okay, is really, really good for helping you to battle those lack of color, to regenerate, putting color back in. So it's really a lack of color. It's what's happening. You're being it's being, there's deficiency. So when I speak about, the fact that we associate that lack of color with that word, and then it starts to happen at such an early age, at 28, it doesn't equate, it doesn't add up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's happening to us, and we're being told that even 22 and 23 are doing some operations and this and that, but it's an illusion, it's a disillusionment. And so by re-implementing the foods of nature, you can revitalize, re-energize, reorganize, rejuvenate. And this is a promise. So the chlorophyll, the wheatgrass, right? Then there's the Foti. There's the ancient Chinese secret, the Foti. So I'm giving you the secret today. Any of you, it's for men, it's for women. There's an ancient story about the little old Chinese man that somehow had been put in the prison, in cárcel. I don't know what he did or he didn't do, but the story is not about that. The story is that when he finally got out, they said, "How did this happen? This guy has all his hair and it's all dark and it's all black, and so he must have been in there for a long time." So it's called faux tea. Let me know if anybody knows about it, if you've heard about faux tea, or if you use it, or what your secrets are to youth, to rejuvenating, to keeping your hair soft and beautiful, and a beautiful color. And if you agree with me that somehow we have been pushed into believing, this concept of not being youthful when that's not true, because you feel it, and you want to laugh and giggle and play the music and bounce and jump and dance and pop, lock, and drop, right? And you want to wear something that's sassy, sexy, classy, and just a little hot. Like it all doesn't go away, right? You just The thing is I would say it would be like going from a rough cut gemstone, and you just have to become a little bit more refined, like a rough cut diamond, right? That's what you probably were still in the coal, okay? And that's the thing. That's what we have to say. That we just are cleaning up, refining those gemstones that are each and every one of us. And each one is a different kind of gemstone, right? Because we got different powers and different brilliance, different shine, different markings, different ways that we are able to be of service, different superpowers, healing powers, and then we collaborate and we become the elevated DNA, right? So I don't know, because nobody tells me, like, oh wait, are you up in my face? Like, where is the proper place to be? Is it here? Is this the proper place? Length, distance? Okay, hold on. Okay, not yet, but soon soon we're gonna be out. It's been my pleasure as always. Each time it's a challenge for me to decide, okay, you're gonna do this. Uh, but I always enjoy it. I'm glad for all of you who decided to join me, and the ones who actually are becoming part of the regular crew. It's really exciting. All my pop up lives are different. We never know what's going to happen. We never know what creatures we're going to run into, whether they're bugs, birds, wild animals. The other night we were on a live, and actually it was getting really dark, and then some wild pigs with the little babies came. So I had a little standoff. And the people on the live, it was so cute. They sent me good vibes and protective energy. And I really appreciate that, because it seems silly, but you've seen those videos. Like, why did she do that? What was she thinking? But you can check out my other videos. A wild boar did adopt me, and I do have a relationship with him, and his name is Twinkie. So go and check out Twinkie and let me know what you think about him. I mean, that was freaking amazing. I had some scary moments, and it's been a learning journey getting to know nature and, getting over my fears. So if you're joining me on the actual challenge to become your physical best, so whether you're losing weight or gaining weight like I am, I'm working to gain weight, to gain muscle, to gain strength, gain flexibility. And that's so cute, because the guy today that checked out my channel, he was like, "Oh, you're so flexible." And I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I have a long way to go. So everyone starts where they start. I started a while back, right? Well, a while back, I think I started when I was born. Wow. I hear drumming. There's drumming going on. Some tribal drumming. Do you hear it? You hear the drumming too, right? Oh, wait. So activating the hips. This is, ooh. Activating the hips in a figure eight, sacred movement. See, just hearing that drumming. Oh, it activates ancient knowing. Like the body just starts to move. That is the message. The alchemist. The dancer is the alchemist. Creating, transforming, changing, elevating through movement. Can you hear the drumming? Where is it? It must be some kind of a wedding ceremony. But yeah, these are things we're gonna work on. We're gonna learn. We're gonna speak more about the fact that moving your hips in a figure eight is a sacred portal movement that will open up ancestral memories for you. If you can believe, if you can conceive that these concepts exist, if you can imagine it, then even that is something to look forward to. So when we do play our music and we do our dancing, just know this is why we're doing it. It's for us. We're not just bouncing around. We're activating our primal source energy, allowing us the possibility to be and become our fullest imagined self. I finally realized that what else is there to do? What else? When someone says to me something, oh, they haven't seen you in a while, and they say, oh, you look good or whatever. Yes, what else is there to do, honestly? Because no one, if you don't feel good, if you don't look good, if you don't think of yourself in a positive way, then nothing else matters. Because you go through your day and there's nothing really else on your mind. You can't tell me that there is. So your well-being, your health, your happiness, it must become your priority. Like seriously, you can't do anything else unless you're well. And if you do it, it's not with your whole heart. It's not the best it can be done. Eventually, the things will fall, they will collapse. So, making time and prioritizing your well being, your health, your movement is something that is a challenge, but I'm going for it. I'm making that known in my life as I disappear and I say, I'm going for my walk, I'm going for my workout, I'm going for my yoga dance. And I don't tell them that I'm going to do my live, but I come and I do it and I get surprised. And lately I've been really surprised. I've been happily surprised because I've got more international guests that are joining us. And I'm joining more people too because why not? Humanity is becoming, it's, it's being threatened So let's work together as a human race, as divinity. Let's let's elevate our highest selves. Let's not keep putting people down. Let's use our higher mind. Let's use 1, 2, 3, 4% more of our brain. Activate. It's been known, it's been said that we only use like three to five if we're lucky, right? So this message, why? What's going on? What are you guys saying? People will say things, right? And that's okay if they think they're funny, if they think that that's going to get them attention. I don't know what. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. Let's see. Delio. Delio. That's what Delio wants. Hmm. I know, right? So exciting at the thought of why, though? Why are, like, they're not that big of a deal, honestly. If I were me, Delio, if I were me, if I were you, I would search a little bit more for a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? I would be like, yo, baby, I need some bounce. So I would say that to you because my goal is actually to leave a little bit more behind than booty as a type of reference to my being. It's okay though. It's all good. As far as the challenge, being bold and brave and being able to get out here and just like, say what you feel, right? That's part of growing up. That's part of elevating, being able to stand up and say, this is what I want. This is what I need. And I'm going to ask for it. See, because most people, they're not able to ask for what they want. But here's the thing. The other part is being able to ask for what you want and then being okay with being told no. Like, not many people are okay with the answer no because small rejections hurt. We think that we're cool and we think that we got it, but really small rejections hurt. Like, if you open up a bag of candy in front of me, even though I'm supposed to be healthy, I'm just going to be looking at you. And especially if they're like, like sour gummies and things like that. I'm just going to be like, can I have some, please? So I get it. But, that's part of it. They could be kind. They could be, sure, here's some gummies, we share. Or they could be just like a spoiled brat and just be like, nope, these are mine. Like that, those are mine. These are mine. So I'm not sharing them. You see what I'm saying? My gummies are mine. And there's other women out there that are ready, willing, and able, and they want you. As a matter of fact, there's this other woman. She is giving out some free subscriptions, some videos to her OF page, so you can go check that out. And I know you're gonna be happy. But thank you for the suggestion. So now I have the option to show this or hide, which is, I've just learned that. I never saw that before. So what I'm going to do is, the correct thing is, I'm going to hide it, right? Because if I keep it there too long, then somebody else is going to come up and they say, well, why not go further? Why not show, you know? So can I hide it? Yay, I did it. I'm being my own monitor. Yay, down with the, down. Down with the dirty dog. Down with the dirty dog. Down with the dirty dog. Who let the dogs out? Oof, oof. Who let the dogs out? Oof, oof. Where does this stuff come from? Why did you make me do that? See? I'm human. This is what I mean. We are links to each other, so be aware what we're linking up, what we're putting out there, because it's like a boomerang. It's going to come back around, and you wonder, like, why? Why is this happening to me? Like, why is this woman that I actually really like and I respect, and I would love her to pay attention to me. Why is she putting her boobs out there for everybody else to see? You see what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. Like when you find the right one, you think she's beautiful, you find her so charming and lovely, and you imagine her being that nurturing, beautiful woman, like you know, the mommy that you wanted or you had, you were lucky enough, or you know, the lady. But then you find out that someone is talking to her like you're talking, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, sure, okay, why not? That's what everybody's doing." So we really do reflect and inspire because it's like it is like a link. It's like word association. Word association. So what word do you want associated with you? Now I don't know. Did I hide it or it didn't happen? Another moderator. Oh, oh, cool. Another moderator just handled this. Spectacular. I love it. I always wanted an assistant. See, I always needed a personal assistant. It's my time. My time is coming. My AI, my robot, my personal assistant, my moderator. Sounds so cool, right? I just love it. I just love it. Like when I first got my sign, people probably think I'm absolutely crazy. They just think that what the frig is she doing? But when I got my first opportunity to put my premiere up, you know what? I put it. It's like that came up, and I said, well, if that pops up under this video, that must mean that AI thinks it's qualified to put as a premiere. Although it's not like everyone else's premieres, it was just I just would put it up. If it gave me the option to put a premiere, I did it. And I don't even know what I said. Like I might have, like I said, those premieres, they were whatever they were, and I loved it. I just love to see the word premiere next to me. It was just like amazing. And so now I have a moderator. And so, yeah, this is the fun of it. And as you see, I'm a hair person. I have always been, women who have hair like this, no, it's always been its own thing. You've always gotten comments on it, whether it's compliments or comments. And so I can tell throughout my lives that I have been fidgeting and fussing with my hair way too much. So I really get that. I know it. No one, people haven't been mean about it yet. At least I haven't heard it. But I'm working on that. I really am. I'm going to stop fidgeting and fussing. That also has to do with my getting new and great hair products. I've been doing a whole hair care, um, hair regrowth, uh, hair oiling, massaging, not washing for a long time. And I didn't wash my hair for like, oh, Choco, stop it, Frisky, Frisky. You need to move that up to creativity, buddy. But yeah, this 1,000-day journey has been packed with things. It's a hair care journey. It's a food journey. It's a fitness journey. It's a mental health, well-being, soul fitness journey. It's a dog training journey, a dog animal loving journey. I didn't know what to do. In fact, one of my big lives, I say big ones because I was celebrating my 500, and that one for me, that was like a lot of people. It's called Dance Rebel. They were getting on my case. They were like, how? Because of my dog training. But he was so new, and I'm so little. So, but it's all working out good now. So the the Humane Society people, I hope they come back to my life and they get to check out and see how happy Choco is. And can you guys double tap? Can I double tap myself? Can I give myself a like? Double tap, double tap. I don't think it worked. I tried to give myself a like. I like my work. I go back and I watch it and I say, oh God, that was terrible. Oh my goodness, ridiculous. Oh wow. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, um, building up from the inside out. We're building up, okay? This is about fitness, holistic, hip hop, hottie gone holistic, keeping that fire burning, staying lit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Transformation, implementing, being out in nature, going live, live streaming, popping up, surprising, being okay with it, knowing that I am a YouTube co creator, that I am creating content that does have value. Okay, so maybe it's not straight up all about A, B, C, and D, but if you chill, if you relax, if you just vibrate with me for a little while, you will know that I have your best intentions in mind, in heart, in deed. All right. So it's not about you following and doing exactly what I do. It's about allowing you to know that you already know what's right for you, that you have already been what you are trying to become. You just need to remind yourself to be your own best friend, to take that time in the morning, sun gaze, in the evening. Take the time to revise, to rephrase, to gaze, to believe in being and becoming the divine one, to steadily recharging your energy from the moon and the sun. This full moon is a time to manifest, to be your own best friend again, to plant the seeds, to take out your crystals, your special gemstones, your beads. All right, I really do gotta be out now. Please, I want you to join me again. Yo, what's up?